It is easy to get caught up in the idea of dating when you and the woman of your dreams have already moved past the stage of knowing whether you are each other's types. Even women do that a lot, daydreaming about you going out for a movie, having those coffee dates, going out on staycations, and lots of other stuff. But before our imaginations get even bolder and grander, let's try to keep our feet on the ground and try to stay in the present moment, because none of these ideas you have will actually come true if you fail the very first and the most crucial stage of dating. And that is the art of seduction. And as much as we think we can deny it, physical and mental attraction are such a huge deal. They matter so much. So, how do you actually make a woman want you? First things first, have a quick self-check and ask yourself this very simple question. Am I even attractive in the first place? What makes you attractive to the ladies? Do you have many things going on for you? If so, then think about them and make sure you really do think. If you're at the peak of your career, this is a good thing. Maybe you just got promoted or you had a salary increase. Maybe you are a digital nomad where you get to move from one place to another. This is attractive. Maybe you are a musician or a painter. The point is, whatever it is you are into, make sure that it is interesting enough to pique the attention of your lady. Women tend to lean towards guys who know themselves very well. So do a lot of inner work and ask yourself who you really are and what makes you interesting. Invest in your physical looks. Let's be very real for a second. No one really wants to date someone that does not look presentable and looks like they are not taking care of themselves, right? I mean, the same for you guys. You wouldn't want to go on a date with a lady that doesn't care about how she looks. And it's not that we're being superficial about putting so much importance on face value, but a man who looks good overall, the smell included, sends an automatic signal to a lady that, he must be taking good care of himself. And if you care enough about yourself, then you would do things to improve your outer appearance. Working out on the regular and becoming fit is a side effect of taking care of your physical health. Observing proper hygiene is another side effect of good self-care. Wearing presentable clothing. Now, you don't need to be in a suit when you go out on dates. Just something smart casual is just as good enough. But just make sure that you are mixing and matching the appropriate colour and style of clothing. Because women are very observant in nature, so they do tend to notice the little tiny things about you. And have I mentioned the importance of smelling good? Nothing turns a lady on faster than a gentleman who smells good. Physical looks do matter, and like we said before, you are looking for a woman who looks beautiful. But in return, you have to make yourself look good too. So, that out the way, now you've spent that ample time investing in yourself inside and also out, it's the high time where you do the actual steps when you're in front of a woman that you want to charm. Let's talk all about body language. I do once remember a guy that I dated who just could not look me in the eye for more than a second. He would always end up moving his eyes away from mine whenever we were engaged in a conversation. And I could tell there and then that he was a very shy person. He didn't feel confident about himself to look me straight into the eye when talking, and we never went on a second date. So it's important that you maintain strong eye contact with your date and make sure that your body is positioned in such a way that's facing her directly, not slightly away from her, because that sends the signal that you feel uncomfortable and that you don't really want to be around her. And have you ever heard of the mirroring effect? It basically means you copy discreetly what someone else does, so you try to mirror her actions. Where are her hands on the table? If they're on the table, then you put your hands on the table. Is she using hand gestures like this when she's talking? Then you do the same thing. If she starts to laugh, then you laugh when she does. This will make you both feel that you are on the same page and getting along amazingly well. Just make sure you don't go overboard and copy her actions and words to the T, because that's going to be weird for sure. So before going on dates, if you want to try this, practice in front of the mirror first, just to see how natural you would look when you are actually going out with her. And if you are trying to seduce a lady, then, well, you should be physical, right? That is a huge no to the ladies. So guys, please do not touch her on the first date, not even on the second or the third date. That's a little bit too early and it may drive her away. So instead, you wait for her signs for her to touch you first, get very flirty, and then you know that you can initiate the same thing. Make sure you show your interest and you do this through strong body language. Make her laugh. This is a fun fact. Did you know that women find it very difficult to laugh around someone that they don't like? Why? Well, when someone is laughing, it's an indicator that that person is having a great time. So that's why if you've ever had an argument with a lady and you tried to make her laugh, she has the most stiffest face ever. She's trying to let you know that, nope, she doesn't want to connect with you in that moment. So if you are able to make your date laugh, then it means she likes being in your company. She's relaxed, so be witty. Make those conversations light, but not too serious. However, you also have to make sure that you are not trying super hard to impress her, because she's going to notice that and she's going to think he's really forcing it right now, a little bit strange. But if you follow my first 3 pieces of advice, then making her laugh should come extremely easy. Compliment her. Men like to be complimented. You love to hear great things about you, don't you? Because you are amazing. Not just about your physical looks, but your career, your aspirations, your interests, your hobbies. How does it make you feel when you are complimented? You feel incredible. You feel amazing. So men and women are very similar in this regard, because the ladies love to hear compliments too. You may start off by giving her compliments about how she looks the moment you first see her. Maybe she looks incredible in the dress that she's wearing. If so, tell her. Maybe you like the fact that her hair is put up in a very sleek style. Does she look beautiful and dazzling? Well, then compliment her and be specific on what it is exactly that you find attractive in her. And then, as you move forwards with that date and you've had a fair exchange of stories and lots of exchanges of laughter, then you can let her know that she seems like an extremely fun person to be around. So drop those compliments here and there, but just make sure that you are not overdoing it. If you give compliments every time you see her, she could totally misinterpret as something else, and that you're just trying to quicken things up to go to the bedroom, or that you are trying to put her up on a pedestal. Get to know her. Pay attention to her likes and also the dislikes. A woman wants to feel seen and heard. So if you are paying full attention to her during the date, then make her feel that you are serious about her. It also makes you look like a good listener as well. If you can remember things about her specifically, you can then talk about it on the next dates. So take note of the things that she likes doing. What are the favorite foods she enjoys? Maybe you can treat her to an Italian on the next date because she told you she likes pasta. Does she like listening to pop, R&B? Then you play that genre in the car when you guys are on the way to the restaurant. Women appreciate it when men do these things. And when they see you making a lot of effort into getting to know them, it makes them feel more inclined to lean on you. And it gets easier for women to trust you if they know you are listening, because they are going to think, this man just gets me, I like him. So pair this up with the other techniques that I mentioned earlier, and I'm sure that you are going to make her feel very crazy about you. The art of seduction can come in a variety of different forms, but at the core of it, it's confidence. You will see that in every technique that I shared with you in this video, you have to be confident about yourself, because no one really wants to date someone who is not sure of themselves. So you have to make sure that you have established and clarified what you want in a relationship and what you want in life in general before you go around seducing the ladies. Now, is there something else that you want to share with us? What techniques have you used in the past to seduce women that have worked for you? Share them with us in the comments section below, and I'll see you soon. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face, like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.